Hey everybody, Grest here. So the long-awaited long-term review of the CZ Shadow 2 Compact. Let's get at it. Alrighty folks, first thing first, we are clear and safe. Nothing in the chamber, nothing in the magazine. So I gotta say, this pistol has thoroughly surprised me. I got this thing, this was my very first CZ handgun. I mean, I did have a CZ Scorpion Evo for quite a few years, but as far as regular old handgun, this was my very first CZ pistol, and what a pistol this thing has proven to be. It's one of my favorite ones to shoot. I have well over 1,000 rounds of this thing so far. I think the only malfunction I had through all that ammo, I'm pretty sure I had one steel case shell that I had in a bobble with. I'll see if I can find that in some of my older footage. But ooh, I actually had my very first jam on this thing. Interesting. So I'll go ahead and put this up to the camera so y'all can see it a little bit. Not really sure what exactly I did. Looks like it was a failure to feed. So again, drop that bad boy out. Take a look at it. And oh yeah, push that bullet back down into the case. So definitely won't be firing that one. This is some Blazer, CCI Blazer brass. So could have been the mag, but could have been me. Who knows? But let's go ahead and run some more of that. All right. Perfect function that time. Friend Mike over at Links Defense, he sent out a couple of bags for me. Been a customer of his a long time. He sent me stuff before. I've purchased stuff with my own money, of course. So just wanted to give a shout out to him. I'm using the Concord range bag today. Has plenty of spots for your pistols, your gear, all that fun stuff. So again, much appreciated to Links Defense for sending me this bag. I absolutely love it. But you know, I picked this thing up last year, probably springish, late spring, something like that, and got it from Brownells. Of course, got it really quick, and I started running rounds to this thing. I knew right away that I wanted to make sure that I had an optic on here, so I ended up doing the Holosun HS507C. This is a circle dot type of optic, of course, with the solar backup. And one of the things about CZ, at least with this particular pistol, it is optics ready. However, it does not come with an optics plate, so you have to source that somewhere else. For my particular pistol here, I sourced the optics plate and also the front sight from Impact Machine. Now, the cool thing about the Impact Machine optics plate is it does have a rear sight integrated into it. So if for some reason your electronic optic fails, you still have a set of iron sights. So I picked up their a little bit taller front sight and their optics plate with the integrated rear sight. Now, I have seen some folks have some issues with these particular optics plates loosening up. I did experience that a little bit. I went through and did a cleaning inspection, and you guys, if you look back, you'll see that video, and I did comment that I had a little bit of a loosening up on this. So that's why you do cleaning inspection, especially with a brand new pistol. You want to make sure everything is running 100% properly the way it's supposed to. And so what I ended up doing was just adding a little bit more torque to that thing, and of course definitely made sure I had some Loctite, and I haven't had any more issues with it loosening up. So time will tell, but always inspect your optics and your optics plates periodically. You don't want that thing slinging off at you at the range. I've seen some folks get those things slung into their forehead. It doesn't look like it feels too good. But anyways, back to the pistol. This is a single action, double action pistol, meaning that on your first pull here, it's going to be working that hammer on the back. So it is a hammer fired pistol, right? And then after you fire, all right, it's going to be a lighter single action pull. So if you just notice there, the reset is actually really short, and it's a very nice, crisp trigger on this thing. So if you're not aware of the Shadow 2 series from CZ, these are a kind of competition-oriented pistol. A lot of people say, well, you shouldn't carry these types of pistols. They don't have a firing pin block, that sort of thing. I have not carried this yet. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I haven't really decided. It's just an awesome pistol. You know, I have out here, of course, a Streamlight on there, and you know, it balances really well. It's a all metal pistol, so metal slide, metal frame. The recoil impulse on this thing is very, very pleasant. It has kind of this recess slide down in the frame, and it has a little bit of a lower bore axis, so when you're up on this thing, you know, it's pushing right back to your hand and not having a lot of muzzle flip, especially if you got a little bit of added weight with a light. So let's talk a little bit about the grips here. A lot of people will change these grips out. I actually really dig these things. I've decided to leave them on, and maybe someday I swap them out, but it's got very generous backstrap checkering here. The grips themselves have good surface texture, and then of course you have some front strap checkering as well. So this thing really kind of digs in your hand. And for my hands, I don't have super small hands. I mean, I have kind of long, lanky fingers, and this thing just really fits in my hand absolutely perfectly. Now, this is one of the complaints that I would say that I do have, or not really a complaint, but just a preference type of thing. The thumb safety here, all right, it is ambidextrous. I kind of wish it was a decocker. So I also have a P07 and a P09 Nocturne, as you guys know, and those have decockers, and I just really wish that this had a decocker as well. But it's not a deal breaker. It's just something you have to kind of train for. The safety lever itself is rather anemic. It is very close to the slide, so to manipulate that thing, sometimes it's a little, you know, you can see there. So I wouldn't mind adding a extended safety lever at some point if I can get my hands on one. But other than that, I can't really say anything bad about that. As far as the slide stop, slide release, it is generous enough for my hands. So if I need to work that thing, I can do it. That is not a problem whatsoever. Also, if you look over here, the magazine release, it is checkered and has that kind of same surface as the grips and the other checkering. So very positive. Does stick out a good bit. For carry, I would be a little worried about maybe accidentally activating the mag release. I know some pistols that can be a problem with. I don't know on this one. I haven't carried it. Not sure if I'm going to carry it or not, so I'm still kind of up in the air on that. But anyways, you know, over 1,000 rounds on this thing. Been running it for, you know, not quite a year yet, but coming up on it. It has quickly become one of my, if not the favorite modern pistol that I have. CZ really makes a top-notch product, and it's kind of funny how I waited so long to finally hop on the CZ bandwagon, and then, you know, within short order I had 2 additional CZ pistols. I actually wouldn't mind a Shadow 2 full size or one of their TCS versions. I think it's one of their more competition oriented, but I'll tell you what, you know, if you're looking for a pistol from CZ that has kind of the match characteristics, but you could potentially carry because of the size. The CZ Shadow 2 Compact really is a pretty awesome option for that. What do you guys think about the CZ Shadow 2 Compact? Have you had your hands on one yet? Have you had an opportunity to shoot it? What do you think overall for competition or some sort of an EDC style pistol? What do you think about the Impact Machine optic mounting plate and front sight combo? I think that's a pretty cool setup myself. But yeah, any of those comments or questions, please put those down below. If you're looking to save yourself a little bit of dough on your next purchase, you can head over to my website, and if you use one of my affiliate links, like to Brown Nose, where I picked this guy up from, the channel does get a kickback. Always appreciate anytime you guys can utilize one of those affiliate links. So anyways, that about wraps up this video. Long-term review or 1,000-round review, whatever you want to call it, on the CZ Shadow 2 Compact. It's one epic, freaking awesome pistol. If you get the opportunity to pick one of these things up, or at least shoot one, you're not going to regret it. So, all right. Appreciate everybody watching today's video, and I will catch you on the next one. Y'all take it easy.